out that are still Forge World accessible. Sort of. I've only got access to 17 because most people don't want to spend money on Forge World.
Well, maybe if some people write some trashy web novels that are all about romance with strange creatures, maybe your faction will get some more love.
So
I
I
need
got a
those people
story
around.
for you guys today.
I am needing you.
Here we go.
Got a little story for you guys today.
Okay,
So-
Sneaky, on a scale of 1 to you need to black out drunk, what are we talking?
Oh, it's a
this
little
one?
baby story.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
just a 2 then, maybe at best.
So, we get an alert early in the morning. One of
Oh,
our
yeah.
clients,
This is the
their
outage.
server overloaded. It was full. And we're like, oh, that's weird. And I'm looking at it because that's what I'm supposed to do. And I'm like, okay, well, let me clean up some of these recycled bits, free up some, space here and there. And, nope, didn't free up enough space. Okay, well, off to the senior team it goes because the disk can't be expanded. And while it's waiting for the senior
You
team
couldn't
to do
just
something
download
about
them
it.
more storage space, Sneaky?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, while we're waiting for the
Shit,
senior
tier
team
one.
to fuck around and find out, we get another alert. And this time, the alert is custom alert, emergency storage. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, what the fuck? Huh? And I look at it, it's like, oh yeah, current storage level, 0 gigabytes free. I'm like, well, that's not good. That's the SQL database.
Oh dear.
It's about to get worse.
Oh no.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
So, the reason why the storage was maxed out was because our primary for that company fancies himself an IT guy.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
And he just decided to make a couple of backups of the fucking database
No.
directly onto the database hard drive dedicated specifically for the database, so the database doesn't have this issue occur to it.
He was
Oh,
halfway
no.
there.
And then, and then the reason why it hit 0, as I find out, 6 hours later.
Oh my god.
So we get a request from him right at the end of the day. Hey, can you reboot our servers? Our database has been down the whole day.
Why would they not send a ticket in about that before?
Because the primary fancies himself an IT guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so he tried to fix it on his own. He could not. So he finally comes to us and he's like, hey, can you reboot the servers? We've been having problems all day. I'm like, sure, no problem. Let me reboot the servers. But that's a story in of itself because my manager sends this task to me. So we have that famous individual who doesn't answer phone calls comes in an hour early, which, by the way, this morning, we had 2 emergencies sitting in the queue for a whole fucking hour that he didn't get to. That, guess who they were assigned to? Me.
Of course.
And so then, again, he doesn't do any tickets past like 2 o'clock. And so the ticket gets assigned to me by my manager. And so, Atin, tell me something.
Oh no.
If your boss comes up to you and hands you some work or emails you something and says, I need this done, do you A, make sure he did his job right, or B, start working on it?
I will probably shoot back a quick request for clarification, assuming it's not part of an email chain, right? Assuming it's not
Yeah.
part of a chain.
Yeah.
I'll shoot back and I'll just shoot back or pop into his office and give him a Teams call, whatever, real quick, and just be like, "Hey, boss, do you need this right now, or do you need this 5 hours from now, or do you need it tomorrow?"
Yeah, that's see. Here's the little itty bitty problem. So the primary submitted this task. We didn't work on it for an hour. After an hour, he submitted a discussion email to this task saying, "Hey, disregard this task." 10 minutes after that email was sent, my boss assigned me to work on this task. Now, the discussion emails are at the bottom of the task. A place you don't really check until it's time to send your contact, email to the user, right?
Yeah.
So I go and do the task that my boss assigned me. Because I would assume that if I'm being assigned the task, it's still live.
Yes. I too would make that assumption.
So,
assumption.
Yeah, I go ahead and reboot the servers that he requested to be rebooted and then canceled being rebooted, but I rebooted them anyway. But anyway, so in the process of rebooting them, the SQL server failed to boot.
Oh no.
Long story short, we got it working again. And then he's like, "Yeah, our database has been down the whole day." I was like, "Oh wow, that's a pretty serious thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna escalate this to the senior team to take a look at." He's like, "Oh great, that's great to hear. I'm gonna compile a whole list of everything that happened today." I'm like, "What do you fucking mean by that?" "I'm gonna compile a whole list of everything that happened today and send it to you." I'm like, "Great. Thanks." And in that list, he lets me know that, on a whim, he just decided today to duplicate the entire SQL database. Yeah.
What?
Unannounced, with no preparation. Didn't even check to see if the hard drive had the space to duplicate an entire database still.
Boy.
And
Why?
yeah, the database is stuck in permanent recovery mode because it maxed out the hard drive it was on because he filled it with backups before he duplicated the database. So it got stuck in recovery mode, and I don't know how to fix that.
You don't.
I am 9%. Well, I'm 9% certain the fix here is you're gonna have to yank that hard drive and start using enclosures on another computer
Yeah.
with storage space that's at least twice that to slowly
You
copy
need-
files over.
Yeah.
Yank the hard drive and delete the backups and then put the hard drive in and restart it, maybe?
Yeah, so the problem with all that is we got rid of all those backups in the morning because we called him, found out he put the backups on that server, and so
And
we
you've already
deleted
deleted
all.
them.
Yeah, and it still hadn't refactored by the time of the afternoon.
Was
you're
this with
fucked.
the hard? Was this the hard after the hard drive had been yanked out to put it in an external enclosure, or?
Oh, this is a virtual machine. Hyper.
Okay, well, I'm like
Hyper-real
hyper
measure.
specialized towards hardware, so
Yeah.
get fucked. That's my
Yeah.
advice now for the virtual
That's
machine.
pretty much what's gonna happen.
Uh,
Yeah.
You destroyed it, you fool.
Yeah, he pretty
Yep.
much fucked it.
He
So
fucked himself.
So he set backups on a virtual machine
Yep.
and completely filled the hard drive.
Which, by the
for
way, I
virtual
want to be
machine.
clear here.
That's impressive.
We're already making backups of the virtual machine,
Well,
Yeah.
including the database.
Restore from a backup?
Yes, but
Can't you just restore from a backup?
we could.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like-
okay. There's a but here. There's a
But-
very big. Mm-hmm.
Their shit's so fucking ancient.
Oh no.
Does it predate Windows System Restore?
It does not predate Windows System Restore. What we're going to have to effectively do to recover from this is delete the entire virtual machine and restore it from a backup. We're not talking about file recovery here. We're just talking about turning the clock back on the entire virtual
Yeah, that's
machine.
what I was suggesting doing. Just reimage the VM.
And hoping it works.
Yeah. And then we have to reset up everything and reorient everything because they're using custom ERP software.
Hey,
Oh no.
are you sure this isn't my company? That didn't actually happen today, but damn.
You know, that's another really funny story I actually had on Monday that happened. So Monday afternoon, I got a ticket in from, let's call him Jake. Jake was locked out of his account.
Is it
And-
Jake the almost human?
Jake had a phone number listed as a contact number. So I was like, oh shit, well great. Well, I'll just call him. We'll get him back into his account. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy ticket. I call the number. I'm like, hey, Jake, this is, Sneaky from company. I'll be happy to help you get you back into your account. He's like, oh, great. Yeah, I have been locked out all day. And I'm like, great, okay, can you just tell me what the problem is? And he's like, yeah, so he's talking his way through the problem. I'm like, that's a little bit different than the ticket you have here. He's like, are you not from company B? I was like, no, I'm company A. He's like, so two people named Jake were both simultaneously locked out of their accounts and submitted tickets for it.
Funny
Yep.
as fuck.
And that phone number just happened to be in our
Like
records.
one digit off. Mm.
So I was like, wow, what is the fucking chances? Apparently people named Jake are just prone to locking themselves out of their own accounts.
Which is
Who
deeply
would've known?
impressive.
But what else happened today? Oh yeah, Cloudflare was down. I'm sure everyone was aware of that one.
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, I saw that. It
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Yeah, it was great. That was great. And by great, I mean terrible. And by terrible, I mean I had to deal with people all day bitching, whining, and moaning about how ChatGPT isn't working, how they can't get their workflow done for the day because ChatGPT is down.
Why is ChatGPT in your workflow?
If you need ChatGPT for your workflow, you don't need to be doing the job.
No, you don't. need to.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Unless your
See,
job is
fired.
working directly on
This
ChatGPT.
this is my point that I was trying to make. I keep bringing up in that we're going to implement AI in the workforce, and it's going to seem like it's doing a good job because already all the retards are using ChatGPT and shit to do all of their work, and so we're gonna be like, wow, we don't have to pay the retards, and it's doing the same level of work.
You won't
This
even
is
notice the
really dumb.
difference.
Also, I sure do love that the old fogies at the top of the ladders keep ignoring the common sense device of don't tie key services to just one or two things. And we keep being proven right about not doing that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
over
but
and
Max,
over.
don't you understand that paying for more than one service is like a waste of money because when does stuff ever go down?
Yeah.
My
Let's see. The hell is
Hmm.
that?
I mean,
Huh.
when a couple thousand shit posters decide to do a funny.
Yeah,
Is that what happened?
Max,
it was
that
pretty
doesn't
funny.
happen.
I don't actually know if that's what happened with them today, although I do know that just in the last 2 weeks, they got Cloudflare itself got slammed with like a
Heartlings!
15 terabit per second DDoS attack.
Oof.
And they technically weathered it. Technically. I'm wondering if it hit them
Technically.
so hard it may have caused like server malfunctions though. Like it possibly
Possibly.
could have overheated the servers themselves.
I
Which would
remember
be
the time
funny
attack.
because
It's possible.
that's a really common attack vector that was predicted several times explicitly in dystopian cyberpunk settings. Like, oh, we don't need to break the firewall.
We'll
We
just
just need to
overheat
catch
the
the
server.
firewall on we just need to catch the firewall on fire. Like,
That
what
is
do
so
you
retarded.
what do you mean? We're gonna overheat it.
I
And then
still
when the fire
like
suppression kicks in,
way,
that'll short the rest of
way
the
back
board.
in the day. Shit, when was that? That was, I want to say my junior year in college. So that's going to be actually 10 years ago.
Congratulations, Sneaky.
Yeah.
You're 1 year from your high school reunion.
Oh, no, that was canceled. Also, the high school reunion was 3 years ago.
Oh, wait, you mean your junior year in college, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was canceled because of COVID, and now they don't let people in. Period.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently, too many kids were coming back to visit their teachers, and they were disrupting the school.
Bro, how awful are they as people? What the hell? My teachers loved getting visits from old students, and the kids would be like, hey, I just wanted to come say hi, and that was it. That's all that happened. And then they got out because they just wanted to visit, a teacher who left a positive impact on them.
Yeah. Well, never let it be said that bureaucrats can't be terrible people.
I've never heard anyone say otherwise. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sneaky.
True, true. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, 10 years ago, the time attack happened. You all remember that? The time attack?
Oh, was that the time of day attack?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, so basically a bunch of hackers were like, "Hey, wouldn't it be funny if we breached the time servers for the world?" And then they easily did it, and they were like, "Well, shit, that was really easy. That was a disturbing amount of easy. Hey, wouldn't it be funny if we increased the amount of times everyone gets sent a time update by 10 times?" And they're like, "Yeah, that would be hilarious. Oh, let's see what happens."
Oh, and then that.
And they did that, and then they were almost burned down the New York exchange.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I remember that.
Because
and they were like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Turn it all off!"
My favorite part. That was always my favorite part of the story. Like, well, we were just seeing if we could. What'd you learn? I learned what trauma feels like. Nearly destroying the global economy in one fell swoop.
Yeah, and nearly accidentally destroying.
They all were like, that kind of sucked being responsible for that.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, if we think about it, it'd probably be better for humanity if they'd succeeded.
True.
Nah.
I mean, the problem here is they weren't trying to succeed. That wasn't their end goal. Succeeding implies they had a goal in mind. The goal was, can we do this, and what would happen?
Well,
yes.
Yes, and everything melts.
Yeah, the succeeding had already occurred. Unfortunately, they were still only halfway through the fuck around
Man,
phase.
can you imagine what Europe would have done? They would have gone crazy.
That would have been hilarious.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh, man, that was
Like,
during
Europe wouldn't be
trouble.
able to access YouTube. They wouldn't be able to access Amazon. They wouldn't be able to access Twitter or Facebook.
It'd be
Wow.
fantastic.
Tumblr.
That would be so
How
terrible.
horrible for an entire nation to be freed from the
No,
hell that
not
is the
us.
internet.
We would still have access to it. Europe wouldn't have access to it.
Yeah,
And
I
we
know,
all
I'm
know what
saying
happens
how
when the
horrible
common
for
man
that.
in Europe doesn't have access to his entertainment tube anymore. They riot.
Yeah,
Well, I
true,
mean, they riot even when they still have it, though. So.
Well, yeah, but they would
Yeah.
riot more and we wouldn't know about it. And that's truly
Well,
the
we
worst
didn't know
part.
about it.
I think
So,
we
I
would
mean-
know about it because like this was during a time where people were starting to make a little more use of mobile hotspots and
Yeah.
satellite internet for technology.
Yeah.
If a riot falls in the forest,
Why would a riot be in the forest?
Why is
yeah,
the
good
riot
point.
falling in the forest?
Yeah.
How is the riot falling?
I'm
in
not
the
sure how
forest?
that happened.
Well, you see, the local mage walked up to them and said, "Power word teleport."
That local mage
As
is
the
a
mage
hero.
does.
Doom. What do you mean, Doom? That's a.
Power word doom.
Listen.
I honestly, Atin, you need to see the clip, even if it is a Kiara clip. You still need to see it.
Oh, the fireball delivered in the coldest, happiest tone I've ever heard.
Oh no!
It's Doom. So apparently in Mage Arena, there's a new final ultimate spell where you just summon a black hole, but it's called Doom. And you just, you hear Kiara going through the motions, fireball, icicle, fireball, icicle. And then you just hear in the distance, Ryorra just be like, Doom. And Kiara's like, Doom? What? Doom? What do you mean, Doom? And then the fucking black hole starts opening above her, and she's like, Doom? What do you mean, Doom?
Local Austrian wonders why the Italian dropped a nuke.
Oh no.
I still want to get this entire group of idiots together for Mage Arena.
Mayhaps.
I'm loving this clip.
Oh, good. Someone animated it. Oh, communities always do good work when they have access to free official MMD models.
I know, right?
True.
It's just, what do you mean Doom falls into black hole?
Bro, okay, Lip, if nothing else, I love that anime. That's an animation.
Yeah. There's also a clip that's going around of everyone's perspectives combined together. And it's just like Ida hears Doom and she's like, Doom, what do you mean by Doom? Ooh, and then she just goes back inside.
I appreciate that they're like, hey guys, what if we let you summon an event horizon? And fuck it in the game.
Oh, it was Bay that goes back inside. Meanwhile, Ida's like, what?
Ida. Oh. Fuck that.
I love the fucking screaming of Kiara in the background.
That poor
I
woman.
enjoy Kiara screaming because that means she's suffering, which is the fate that she deserves.
Wow. Though, that's terrible.
He's a little bit extreme about it, but it's kind of deserved.
Which one's Kiara again? Is that the one that had
The orange one.
the docs she dropped?
She's the actual thought
Yeah.
who
Wait, Kiara is?
may
Yeah.
or may not have been a whore.
She was
What?
a Japanese escort, cosplay escort for
Who?
5 years.
Is
Kiara.
she the
No.
one who may have been a thought, but she's actually a really nice person or something like that?
I mean,
No.
Yeah, probably.
she's an okay
I know one of them
person.
is.
It's just that she's really attention whory. Which, I mean, given the fact that she was a cosplay escort, kind of should have been obvious.
Kinda...
Also, the general
Gee.
obsession with Japanese idol culture and wanting to be a part of it
Yeah.
for some
Yeah.
reason.
But okay, hang on. Which one was the one that had all the docs drop and lost her shit then?
You gotta be a little more specific.
That
brother.
does
That was the
not
green
narrow
haired
it
one.
down.
It was
does.
the
It's,
other Hellhound.
Darts
themed-
Rusha. That was the name.
Oh,
Nope,
that's
nope,
Rusha.
nope,
Yeah,
nope.
that's Rusha.
No. We talked about it on stream. We actually had her shit on stream a while back.
Oh, Cinder!
That's not. That's
Cinder,
not
that's-
Hololive, you
Jesus
fucking-
That's
Christ.
not Hololive.
Hey,
Dumbass.
let's
All
discuss that-
VTubers
let's
are the
discuss that
same.
claim.
All
Let's discuss that
VTubers are
claim
the
of high
same.
intelligence.
Oh,
Well,
God.
VTubers are the same, and I cannot be bothered to remember most of them outside of Saba. All right. Fish is adorable.
Yes. But, yeah, no, no, Kiara's the, orange lady. The reason why Atin doesn't like her is because, in the early days of Generation 1, she was very obsessive with numbers, and she would get angry
Just
on
obsessive
stream.
in general.
Well, yes, but she would get angry on stream that someone else from Gen 1 had higher numbers than her when they were streaming the same game, and stuff like that.
Like, she was very clearly trying to be
And she also
best or
tried to do
whatever.
this whole Yuri boost by forcing Callie to do this fake relationship where they were girlfriends.
Oh.
In which it was
And
never
she-
obvious if it was a consenting bit or not.
It was very much not a consenting bit.
No, at the start we weren't sure because it
Yeah,
seemed
yeah.
like something.
Yeah,
Cover
it was
trying
at the
to
start,
push
but as it
because
continued on, it was
they-
very clear.
A reminder: the first 1 to 3 months is usually them trying to stay in character, and then eventually that veil
True.
starts slipping, and the character RP comes out every once in a while instead.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Callie never really tried to stay in character.
She did for a
She tried for like
No, she
a
did.
week,
A
maybe.
month. She made a month. She made it a month.
And then it
only a
was
month.
just like, I am now.
I mean, her debut song was literally about breaking character, so.
Yeah, because the whole gimmick was cutesy design, but basically just tomboy energy. That was the gimmick of the character.
Indeed.
That's what the first song was about. Breaking the stereotype, the design.
Tomboy that drinks energy drinks like it's fucking water. Jesus Christ, Kelly.
Hey, hey, look, I have been updated by Twitter that she is doing quite healthy now, so that's good for her.
Supposedly, she's been like hitting the gym constantly. Like,
Yeah, no, she posted pictures of herself. She's looking really good now.
oh, good for her.
She will forever be Doc's Beat Prime. She cannot beat those allegations.
Not very good at it.
No, she's not. Okay, good. So it does recognize it. Okay, yeah, paying energy. How many have you drank of those? Like 5?
I love this animation. It's
5?
so good.
You boys had
I like how the second that Callie's like, I'm gonna go drink another bang, Gura can probably blatantly see like 5 or 6 empty bang cans on her table, and Gura immediately was just like, how bad is drinking bang? You've drunk a
still
lot of
want-
bang.
Very.
I still want the funny fish to do something with
I like that
Callie.
healthy caffeine.
A hood classic.
Yeah. I think the best part was the realization of like she's been downing energy drinks since the start of the stream.
Callie,
Oh God.
is that a lot?
Is that a lot? It's like 8 cups of coffee.
Oh yeah, by the way, recommended daily intake for an adult on average. 4
Was
cups of
1.
coffee, which is roughly 400 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That is the recommended max that you take in.
Yeah.
That's-
She was nearly
mm.
twice
Let's
over
go
that.
more
Some people, now,
Calliope heart
let's not forget,
palpitations.
some people do like double and triple that number.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't mean you should be doing that.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
No.
that's a
Done,
healthy
you
or
should
good
not.
thing to do.
Yeah.
No.
If you're that fucking tired, you need to find alternatives in your diet. Not alternatives to the monster drink. You need you're eating wrong. You are eating
Yeah, you're doing something
incorrectly.
wrong.
Me when I drink the Panera Bread energy drink and feel much better about my day, and then learning what the fuck was in it later.
What the fuck was in it?
So
You don't wanna
Panera
know,
Bread.
apparently.
Long story short, I had points when I was at work where I was still getting used to the up and down schedule of having to like be around and everything like that. So more than often than not, I would just go to Panera Bread, which was like within 5 minutes walk distance of my job. And I would go there and grab one of those energy drinks that they had. It was like something Spark.
Spark lemonade.
Yeah, spiked lemonade or some shit. I don't remember what the fuck the name was. It was like spiked. I don't fucking remember. But basically, I would just use those because I'm like, oh, these help me work better. I'm able to actually focus on my job. So I would like take one of those, drink one, and then I would fill it up again and take that to work.
No.
Wait. Charged lemonade.
Yeah,
Charged
it was
lemonade,
like
yeah.
600 milligrams of caffeine or something.
To be clear, they got sued for this stuff. Correctly so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
correctly so.
I was drinking that much caffeine every single day, and at home I would be like, "Why am I so tired?" And then I found out why I was.
Wait. What do you mean? A 20 ounce had 260 milligrams.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I would drink.
That
I would
sounds
drink
a
those
lot.
too.
Is that a
it
lot?
I would drink
was
the big ones.
it was bad.
Stein,
People,
Still a lot.
that's 2.5. That's 2.5 cups of coffee.
yeah, people
that's
were
so every
having
single day,
heart
I was
attacks.
I was basically drinking.
Oh,
I was basically drinking fucking 8 cups of coffee a day at that
Yeah,
point.
people didn't realize how much was in the lemonade, and because it was lemonade, it made
I
you
would just say, to be clear,
thirstier.
it was in no way advertised as an energy drink. Like, it was like, yeah, this has some caffeine, but it was not telling
Yeah.
people, hi, I have energy drink levels of caffeine.
I am the equivalent of 2.5 cups of coffee
Uh,
is something that really needs to be advertised.
Yeah, so what ended up happening is that
Uh.
because it's lemonade, and they do free refills at Panera, people were drinking like 3 cups of this lemonade while they were at Panera every day. And then
Yeah.
it ultimately came to light because one dude collapsed after drinking like 7 cups while he was at the Panera.
oh.
And
Yeah.
the
Oh,
guy, the
no.
medics came in and they're like, why the fuck does he have like 2,000 milligrams of caffeine in his system? And Panera's
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
whoopsies!
Guy, okay, as a reminder, even the coffeeholics that may or may not be in your life, they are usually nursing 400 milligrams of caffeine per day. They're not drinking that all in one go. that's over the course of their day.
No.
Some might have 600 per day, but again, that's over the course of a full work day.
Yeah, this guy drank like 1,400 in the span of an hour.
That's a lot. That
Yeah.
sounds like a lot.
His
It
body
was
didn't have
bad.
time to get. His body didn't have time to burn what was already there. Oh my god.
No.
Yeah.
The fact that this dude didn't die was a miracle.
Actually,
Yeah.
actually, no. Someone apparently did die.
Yeah, no, someone did die.
Excuse you?
Yeah.
When
That-
I was looking for this, there was a lawsuit because a student died. An Ivy League student with a heart condition died after drinking the charged lemonade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that do.
Specifically, it looks like she may have drank the large, which had a lot more.
Yeah, meanwhile, in tech news, Valve just continues to crush everyone by doing nothing and winning.
Yep.
Literally the only company that isn't affected is Nintendo because of the way that new games are emulated, where sometimes they work and then sometimes they don't, so the player base will just buy it anyway.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, yes, but like that player base is shrinking rapidly because we don't have
Yeah.
no
Oh, that's
money
fair.
to spend on it anymore.
That is, I was more talking about like most of the Western console market is going to have to really catch up suddenly, which is good. I think
They're not going to.
Well,
Xbox has
I say-
abandoned the Xbox.
well, yeah, Xbox abandoned Xbox, and PlayStation's
Xbox
basically just
abandoned
slowly.
It was
dying.
actually really interesting, because one of the engineers on the Steam Machine team, when asked about what the specs are and why they chose what they did, it's based off all the hardware surveys that Valve has been collecting for
Yeah.
decades.
Yeah.
And
and
he's-
it's
and he's-
better
and
than
they're like, why isn't this like on par with the PS5? It's like, well, 70% of our user base uses systems to this day that are weaker than a PS5. It's like, oh yeah, that's fair.
Well, not only that, you can swap out the memory. You can swap out the plates around the box. You can swap out
Oh,
the
you can just
graphics
fucking
card.
upgrade it like a computer.
Yeah, you can just straight up upgrade it. Yeah.
Well,
The GPU might be a little harder because odds are they're using a customized.
They are
small
using a
form
custom
factor.
GPU, but I do believe they're going to offer Steam box
they'll
GPU
sell it
upgrade.
through Steam.
All they have to do is do what they did with the Steam Deck. Here are 3 tiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original run of the Steam machines was
Also,
a really good
I
cover. Like,
love this
here's
fucking
our
quote.
low, mid, and high tier. They just do that again, and it'll be fine.
Valve recommends sharing your game library on micro SD cards between all your devices. They're fully interchangeable. Just bring it with you.
Yeah.
Just do it. You know? Yeah, sure. We're not gonna charge you 3 times. We're not gonna
That's
fuck you.
Based.
That's so
Based.
insane and amazing. Yeah, I got to read some of that stuff through, of all things, the PlayStation 5 Reddit forum, and it was nothing but cope in the comments.
Well, I mean, some
Really?
fucking study.
About it.
So I also saw this today. Some fucking study came out about Steam. Some polling survey between all the game companies. Like 310 game companies were interviewed, and 79% of them said Steam is a monopoly. And it's just like,
Yeah, of course they did.
yeah,
Well-
they are monopoly. It's called
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna
called an oligopoly, and it's where your competitors are so garbage that no one uses anything but you.
Well, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, an
not
oligopoly is
reading something other-
is like 2 or 3 companies working together to bypass monopoly laws. So,
Yeah.
like an oligopoly is
the
a very
thing with
explicit
Steam-
thing.
Yeah, the thing with Steam is that yes, Steam absolutely. Let's be
Yeah.
clear. Steam has a monopoly on the gaming market, but the problem is, as Nikki said, is because everything else out there is so dog shit.
Look, that's just what
Yeah.
Bellier said. So.
All they had, I've said this about GW. I will say this about every industry. Just steal ideas and change them so they're legally distinct.
Well, I
You
mean,
only
Yeah,
have to
like
change
like
20%.
like Epic
That's
Game
it.
Store still doesn't have a friend list. It still doesn't. It still barely has a wish list. It doesn't have the ability to share games. It doesn't.
It didn't have a shopping cart until like what, 2 years ago?
It took
Had a shopping
6
cart.
years
I swear
for
to
them
fucking
to add
God,
a shopping
if
cart.
people
Which,
keep
by the
posting
way,
Half-Life 3, I swear to God, I'm gonna get
They
hated so
banned
hard.
someone for buying games too quickly.
yeah,
Excuse
during the
you?
first
Yeah,
Yeah.
first
Epic.
2 weeks, someone got banned on Epic of the game store launch.
Yeah,
Within the
we
first
guys,
2
we need to
How?
find a golden throne
Because
or a font of
they didn't
immortality. We need to
they
save this
didn't
man.
have a shopping cart sign. You had to buy games piece by piece. That
Yeah.
includes the DLC, by the way. You had to buy pieces of DLC individually.
That's retarded.
Yep, there was no
No,
bundles, there was
Stein,
no anything.
I'm going to tell you something that's going to make it worse. Like, it took them 6 years, okay? That's not what's going to make this worse. What's going to make this worse is the Epic launcher, the engine launcher with an integrated store that had a shopping cart
Yep.
already.
Yeah.
Mm.
But they couldn't implement it for the game side of the store for 6 years.
Yeah. Well, it's just a constant minimum viable product because everyone but Steam is trying to nickel and dime shit. Meanwhile, Steam's just like, yeah, well, we just want people to have a really good time and easy time on how to buy games. And if they can buy games easy, the less friction there is between you clicking add to cart and you purchasing the game, the better it is for you and the more money we get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how
Again,
Steam
remember,
operates. Meanwhile,
the
Epic
whole
Games
reason Steam
operated
existed-
on minimum money.
I would say, remember, the whole reason that Steam existed was because Valve wanted to combat piracy, and Gabe Newell specifically says, you don't have a video game sales problem. You don't have a piracy problem. You have a sales problem. Because if it is easier and safer for me to pay the developer $60, 90 people out of 100 are just going to pay the developer $60.
It's actually like 98 out of 100, but yeah.
I just didn't want to put it too low. But yeah, the overwhelming majority of people are going to just pay the money. And the 2%, right? 5%, 2%, whatever, that doesn't, and it, right? Either they can't or they won't.
Yeah.
Or they were never going to.
That's what I'm saying when I
Yeah,
say
that's what I'm saying,
won't
won't.
sign, right?
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
various reasons of won't, whether it's they don't want to, they never were going to, whatever, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like I was bitching to Gray last night. Fucking, like, Square Enix just taking a goddamn angle grinder to their own dick with Monster Hunter Wilds. Where Capcom, yeah, my bad. I sorry, I get failure Japanese companies and mixed up.
Square has its own issues of like, we're going to appeal to the West by appealing to a certain demographic.
By a
of-
demographic that doesn't fucking exist. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, so Capcom decides, hey, that lesson we learned from Worlds, where we removed the DRM from Worlds, and everyone was really happy with us for doing that, and FPS across the board increased by 30 to 50% for literally everyone. Yeah, we're
not
gonna
gonna do that.
actually go 180 on that and put 2 DRMs on Wilds. And then we're going to lie about why the game is bad.
So
Because they
fuck the
use
customer, right?
they use Denuvo and an in-house DRM that they had developed.
Yeah.
Why?
Because fuck you.
Why are you that?
Yeah, because fuck you.
Why are you that paranoid about your
Meanwhile,
They're not paranoid.
Sega's-
It doesn't
Sega's
work. It was
also
cracked
out
on day
here-
one. There's
Yeah.
mods out there that already completely exploit the game since day one. Like it's fucking baffling how retarded they are, and they just refuse to face reality. And like I was telling Gray, I was like, look, I can accept if they just said, we understand you guys don't like DRM, but we feel it is in the company's benefit to have it there. I would have been
Too bad
like,
for the company.
you're
I'm getting rid of
fucking
it.
wrong, but okay.
If they're
Lamau,
honest, they
by
have
the way.
a little bit extra, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah, I'd say I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna accept it. I'm gonna call you stupid still, but
Yeah,
I'll be at least like,
I
okay, thanks for telling the
I
truth.
I can't figure out what kind of lies Denuvo has been selling Eastern devs to get it in so many like Sega sticks it in almost every big release now.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So
randomly they'll take it out.
Well, apparently the
But
lie they've been telling is it doesn't impact it
Well-
doesn't impact the performance at all, and that it saves them 20% on sales or something like that.
yeah,
That's
I
a
would say
fucking
the
lie.
thing is it's a series of lies. First of all, it's that, but there's also a cultural thing, right? We all
Oh
know
yeah,
that Japan
they're
does
in
not.
Japan. They're
Let's be
super
clear.
fucking obnoxious.
Japan
about
does
it.
not pay attention to the rest of the world, and
Yeah.
Japan has not learned the lesson that Gabe Newell has after 30-something years managed to beat into the heads of most Western devs, which is, again, you don't have a piracy problem, you have a sales problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Although I gotta say, I always love the thing of like it doesn't affect performance. Meanwhile, rhythm game players with the Miku game on Steam, no
Yep.
man, those people are cracked. They know when their game is skipping.
Yep. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a fucking Gura said whenever she was complaining about fucking rhythm games, where she used to play them cracked because they were faster.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because if the DRM decides to randomly check in the middle of a run, that throws the timing off
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
completely,
Yep.
and it costs them a perfect. And you don't want to get between a rhythm game player and a perfect that they were certain they were going to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get mad about it. That's
I
why the best
remember.
places to play rhythm games is consoles. There's no DRM on those.
I mean, there kind of is, but you know.
Well, the DRM is
Um.
it's stuck on the console.
Yeah. Well, the DRM is also in the game file type, which is basically untranslatable.
Until it's
But
black box engineered, but yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no, it's just fucking insane. It's ludicrous. But yeah, people are complaining about Steam being a monopoly, and it's just like, no, Steam's not a monopoly. It's just literally all their competition sucks shit. It's like if people were like, oh yeah, you know, Five Guys is a monopoly. It's like, no, just
yeah.
because people stopped going to your McDonald's and your Burger Kings because there was a Five Guys in the area because they were objectively better doesn't
Look,
mean
if
they're a
I'm
monopoly.
I finally had Five Guys for the first time yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm gonna be paying $18 for a burger, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go to the Five Guys then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not paying $18 for a Big Mac. I'll pay $18 for a double burger. I didn't know, by the way. No one
Yeah.
warned me. Their normal burgers are actually just double patties. Like, oh,
Yes.
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 Yeah.
that's why they're so
Also-
filling because it's
also-
literally double patty. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the amount of fucking fries they get. Okay, and I need to be really clear. Five Guys does not have good fries. Five Guys has
Oh,
perfectly
no,
acceptable
those are good
fries
fries. No,
as
those are
long
good
as you're
fries.
in that restaurant.
Mm,
The
no,
second
no,
they get even remotely close to room temperature, they're terrible.
no.
They give
I've
you
honestly,
so
That's
many
fair.
of them.
it's honestly
No,
very,
first off, that's
very
most
location
fries.
specific. Some of the Five Guys locations are franchises and not actually corporate Five Guys.
Yeah.
Which have a very different standard on what they allow their fries to be.
Of course I have to worry about shit like that. I didn't realize it was a franchise. Well, I didn't realize that they had franchises. That really makes me sad.
Yeah. He didn't want to do it for a really long time, but they also wanted to expand, and he just didn't have the time to set them up himself, and so he was like, finally, like, fine, yeah, I'll let people franchise, but I'm gonna be checking you all. But, yeah.
Apparently he's not checking enough.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, like if I'm gonna pay $18 for fries and a burger, I'm just gonna go to either Five Guys where I know it'll be good food, or I'll just go to a sit-down restaurant. I'll go to local fucking steakhouse. I'll go to the local Texas Roadhouse.
Oh,
I'll
shit, I remember that
anything
one.
else.
Oh, yeah, I love this guy. The fucking, pen animations. He also my personal favorite from that guy is the Jimmy Neutron and Carl fight. Did you guys ever see that one?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, that
yes.
That one was really good. But yeah, no, so it's like Amazon had all the money in the world. They could have easily crushed Steam, and they instead made 5 different game platforms.
Oh yeah, no, they
fucked
not
up
only
all
that,
of them.
I would say, and that's just the thing. Like, listen. Also, one thing that I can't emphasize enough that there is one legitimate problem with trying to overcome Steam right now, which is the sedentary nature of people, because anyone who wants to compete with Steam now they don't have to just make a product as good as Steam. They actually have to make a better product than Steam, because, well, Amazon, if you are offering me the same thing as Steam, why would I go to you when my items, my friends, and my library exists on Steam?
Yeah, and it is going to be a problem because you have to convince people basically to convert to a new platform, and it's really hard to do. I mean, people were already tired of attempts to just they were tired of attempts just on the outset, like when Ubisoft spun up their version and EA spun up their version, and they weren't terrible.
Especially when they made it mandatory you could buy it through Steam, and then you had to go through their bullshit
and activate it on their shit. Yeah, and I appreciate that they honored purchases on Steam, because what they effectively did was they gave you a copy of the game on their platform. But the problem was, at the end of the day, people just didn't want to use them.
Yeah, well, again,
just period. Like, Ubisoft tried to go out at first, and they had this whole thing with Steam where they tried to demand from Steam better rates because they're Ubisoft. They're a quadruple A developer.
Steam just said, nah, try it.
Yeah, Steam was just like,
sell
no,
it only
fuck
on
off.
your platform. See how you do. And the answer was not very well.
If only someone could have warned them of the hubris of this decision.
They're Ubisoft. They didn't listen.
Yeah, like a reminder. I was kind of excited when Mirage had been announced, because the big marketing was like, we're going to go a little bit back to the roots of Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 for gameplay, while still keeping some of the RPG systems in from the new games. And then they were like, it's only on Uplay. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm just not touching it then.
Yep.
And then it released on Steam. And during the first week of its release, I bought it because it was like 30 or 40% off. It's an okay game. Still hate those RPG mechanics. They don't need to be in my game called Assassin's Creed. But
Yeah, but
Yeah.
all the Assassin's Creed games do that now. And it's
well,
fucking terrible.
it kind of honestly, the thing that's helped me come to accept that Assassin's Creed is a franchise I love is dead is realizing, oh, the new teams don't actually have any appreciation for stealth gameplay
Yes.
Nope.
at all.
It's
hate
because
it.
they're
They
bad
don't-
at it.
They don't honor the stealth rewards.
Yeah, it's because
Nope.
they're bad at it.
Yeah.
They don't know how to play video games. And so, because they don't know how to play video games, they want to make a video game they can play. And that's not Assassin's Creed. They're fucking bad at it. I've watched.
I'm sorry, but an assassination should not lead to combat immediately. It should assassinate. It should kill the enemy.
It should, yeah. 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 It should always work. But they are what you gotta understand, you can't look at these people, A, like they're people. B, like they have cognitive thought. They don't. And you have to look at these people like they're fan fiction authors. So we're gonna bring this back to fan fiction because it always comes back to fan fiction. They are fan fiction authors. They are the worst fan fiction authors, though. They are the fan fiction authors that look at Naruto and they go, but what if I want to tell a story about a gay black man running a coffee shop in Chicago during the 1940s?
God damn it.
And he has
Then you're
no
not
powers.
telling a Naruto story.
But I'm
also
going to
doesn't
call it
help that the
Naruto,
company-
and the main character is going to be called Naruto.
It doesn't help like
He's
the
a black
company
man.
like admitted they hire people who don't know what the fuck they're doing and make garbage from the beginning.
Well, yeah,
Like they have
it's
that, so it's like
It-
that
it's
doesn't make
but
it help any
it's
better.
inevitable that was going to happen when you move into the world of having 10,000 fucking employees, of having 50,000 employees like Ubisoft did at one point. When you move into that
Jesus.
realm of impossibly large, you become too big to succeed, first off. Second off, the original pool of game makers were people that liked video games. When you start
Yeah.
hiring in the tens of thousands of people, you run out of people who like video games. It's
Like,
just,
that should be the very first thing you're looking for when hiring.
yes,
But sign, it's not possible.
but you also have to keep in mind.
aware.
You also have to keep in mind that when these big companies exist, because they have investment, like this is also the number one failure in existence. Never take investment into a hobby. Terrible fucking idea.
Yeah.
If you aren't the one trying to monetize your hobby, you're going to hate it. Like, if you're just sitting there carving wood one day and someone's like, here's $500, go carve wood for this camera, you're going to hate it.
Yeah.
Like, you might like it at first, but eventually you're going to be like, man, I fucking hate this, and I can't even go back to wood carving. Because when I go back to wood carving, all I can think about is the views I'm not getting.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
so it's when, like, these people hate their jobs. They hate video games. They hate the video games they're working on. That's why we have all these fucking comfy games now. Because these devs were able to use the social capital of diversity to basically overthrow the internal pressures to create a game that will sell. And they've taken over the internal mechanics of the company now to produce endless comfy games and retard slop. Just look at Call of Duty Black Ops 7 with its countless boss battles in the middle of the campaign, which is forced co-op multiplayer that you can't pause or save.
I didn't know about that forced co-op. I was gonna say, honestly, at this point, I don't blame the devs locked into Call of Duty minds for wanting to make a different game. But why in the fuck would you make it not able to be paused? It's a campaign.
Hang on. Your
Because knows
campaign
it must be
can't
on all the time. It must be done with your friends to drive our engagement rec.
Exactly.
No one fucking
surely.
plays
Hang
the
on.
campaign.
No,
So your
everyone played the
campaign
campaign.
can't be saved. What happens if you quit in the middle of the campaign?
You have to restart the mission. And because the mission
Okay,
is
so
an
checkpoints
open
are
world
missions.
mission,
No. Sign. It checks points on a mission basis. That's it.
yeah.
And because
And
it's open world?
And because it's open world, basically, that's like hours, potentially.
Oh, God. That is... No.
Yeah.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is what I'm saying. These people, I'm going to bring back the term and I'm going to use it again. They have anti-thoughts. They create anti-fun with these anti-thoughts.
They destroy thought and fun around
Any
them in their mere
fun
presence.
you could have in the game is destroyed when it collides with the anti-fun particles.
By the way, I just got to take a moment to say, I don't know how someone messed this up, but they're like, we're gonna make a cozy life sim game out of being a hobbit, and they somehow fucked that up.
Yep, I remember that, yeah.
Oh, right. That's the one
Well,
where all the hobbits are...
well, you see, it's actually very easy. Step 1, don't read The Hobbit. Step 2, don't read Lord of the Rings. Step 3, hate Lord of the Rings.
Step 4, have absolutely no idea what the Scouring of the Shire is.
Well, I mean, step 5 is also be black. And I only say that specifically because they cited the fact that they were black in the interview and how a big motivation in making the game was so they could add more black people to Middle-earth to better represent black people.
That's why all the hobbits are black, brown, and gay.
That's why all the hobbits are black, brown, and Asian. Yeah, and gay.
Oh, they've got Asian hobbits too. Okay,
Oh yeah, Asian hobbits too. Yeah,
extremely diverse.
Yeah.
Who wants to tell them about this place called Umbar?
Yeah, I don't think they'll like that one.
What's Umbar?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's Umbar and there's Harad, and they won't like either.
They won't like either of those. Yeah. But they're definitely not orcs.
That's true. They are certainly not orcs.
It's really weird that you sit there and describe, barbaric despoilers, enemy of civilization, and all that is wrong with reality, and they sit there and think, wow, I can't believe they're insulting me like that. That's really weird. Yeah.
The almonds are activating. I'm getting some pattern recognition here.
It is really weird that that's what their reaction to that stuff is. But yeah, so again, they hate Lord of the Rings.
But even more than that, even ignoring all of that, like, they somehow managed to screw up having a game that's, like, all you had to do was go, hey guys, what if we just stole literally everything that Stardew Valley did?
Yeah.
What if we just stole that?
You could have easily, and it would have been a
and they fucked that up somehow.
Yeah. They didn't do anything that Stardew Valley did. Like, so I watched someone play the game, right? And basically the premise of the game is you're fixing up Hobbiton. You alone are fixing up Hobbiton. And you have to do the most retarded menial tasks, and I watched the person lose their shit. So the first task you have to do is you gotta cook some food for everyone to welcome them into your home. Okay? But we don't have the cookbook. You need to go get the cookbook. Okay, fine. Who has the cookbook? Brandy has the cookbook. Okay, well, let me go talk to Brandy. Oh, yes, I had the cookbook. Can you go get me 2 flour eggs? Yes, okay, fine. Let me go get you 2
Thank you. I'll
flour
be over here in a
eggs.
minute.
Here's your flour eggs. Okay, well, it turns out I just remembered I don't have the cookbook. Jack has the cookbook. Okay, fine, I'll talk to Jack. You go over to Jack. Jack's like, yeah, I have the cookbook. I'll give you the cookbook if you go pick my weeds for me. So you go pick your weeds for him. His
Are you
weeds for
fucking
him.
kidding me, Jack?
And then you come back to Jack and you're like, hey, Jack, I picked your weeds. And he's like, great, thank you. I actually don't have the cookbook. I gave it to Shelly. Okay, it's like, okay, fine. Let me go talk to Shelly. So you go talk to Shelly, and Shelly's like, yes, I have the cookbook. Can you go, masturbate my sheep for me? And you're like, yes, I'll go fucking jack off your sheep for you. So you go and jack off Shelly's sheep, and then you come back to Shelly, and Shelly's like, you know what? Actually, a bird stole the cookbook. And you have to go to this tree to find the bird who has the cookbook. And you're like, okay, fine. So you go to the bird tree, and you throw a rock at the bird tree, and the nest falls, and it turns out there's no cookbook there. And then Mike comes up and he's like, why'd you throw a rock at the birds? And you're like, oh, I'm looking for the cookbook. And he's like, oh, the cookbook. Yeah, I got the cookbook back from them and then gave it to Mayor Dinglebat. And you're like, oh, what do you mean you gave it to Mayor Dinglebat? Mayor Dinglebat's the one who just sent me on this giant fucking quest. And so you go back to Mayor
Yeah.
Dinglebat, and you're like, Mayor Dinglebat, I was told by Mike that he gave the book back to you. And Mayor Dinglebat goes, oh shit, you're right. And he walks over to a desk, and he pulls out the cookbook. It was right here all along.
Yeah,
In
no, after
unrelated
that first
news,
one.
the Shire just randomly caught fire and burned down. No
The
one knows what
Shire
happened.
mysteriously had a mass massacre event.
And like, here's the
Uh,
thing that's
no.
here's the thing that's so stupid about this. You've got the perfect opportunity to do like a rebuilding the Shire. Literally,
Yeah,
the scouring of the Shire was a thing.
yeah.
Saruman came in and fucked everything up. Like, you have the perfect opportunity.
Look, hey, Atin, look, just because those orcs illegally immigrated into the Shire doesn't mean they can't integrate into the local culture. We have to legalize the orcs.
Just shut up. Also, it's entirely Saruman's fault. So once again, colonialism was caused by an old white man.
Indeed. So actually, did you know he originally wanted to be Saruman the Rainbow?
Oh, I remember that.
Oh. No, anyway, but yeah, like all jokes aside, like all you had to do was go in and go, okay, we're gonna steal all of the life sim mechanics from
Stardew
Valley.
Yeah.
I almost said Harvest Valley.
I
We're
would
gonna
have
steal
really
them all
liked a
from-
3D Stardew Valley set in Lord of the Rings. That would have been cool.
But and then guess what? Okay, we're gonna go steal all of the combat from the Hobbit adventure game,
That was actually fairly fun, yeah.
which actually worked surprisingly well.
Shockingly
And guess what?
well, yeah.
Most of the time, you'll spend the game doing fun Hobbit stuff. But every once in a while, you need to go out and do something about all of the orcs.
Oh, yeah, by the way, all of the things I told you about, they were all mini games. They were all little, tiny, stupid fucking mini games. Like, you didn't just, like, press X on the sheep to shear it. No, you had to snip the sheep, like, fucking hair by hair on the glowing strands to shear it. You couldn't just pick up the eggs. You had to hold the mouse trigger down on the egg and put it into the basket. Like you had to catch the egg as it fell. Like, you have to play all these fucking stupid little mini games that are just really stupid. And to make it worse, there's a mechanic in the game where you're supposed to talk to literally fucking everyone, and then
Oh
if you
god, that
make
thing
them
too.
if you make them their favorite meal, which they eventually tell you after a certain reputation with them, then it's like a big reputation boost with them, right? But to make their favorite meal, you have to like go out and do all these little stupid fucking mini games to collect the resources to make the meal. Except someone tested it, and they found the developers felt that was too hard, and they didn't want to punish people for making the incorrect meal.
So
So
you can just feed them. They can be like, "I want a roasted pheasant." You can be like, "Have a hot dog." I love
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah,
This isn't a roasted pheasant. With the right mindset, it can be.
yeah. No, quite literally, they were just like, yeah, every food gives the same reputation boost, even if it's their favorite food or not. Every food just gives the same reputation boost.
So there's no
Yeah.
point to me
There's
playing
no
the
point.
game.
Yeah, there's no point at all.
Yeah, just
You know, comfy games used to actually have like some sort of end goal, and they would just extend it if you reached it. Like Animal Crossing's 100% a comfy game.
oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like my time isn't being wasted even when I eventually get bored of the game. I still like look at them like, oh, you know what? Got a good like 30, 60 hours out of this. I enjoyed every second.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, well, again, it's because these people are retarded and they don't understand the content of a game like Animal Crossing. They look at a game like Animal Crossing and go, people like Animal Crossing because you do errands for everyone.
No.
That's what they take away from Animal Crossing. They look
Meanwhile,
at
this random user
yeah,
enjoys plotting out how to run villagers out every week
indeed.
by
Yeah.
setting pit traps and pitfalls everywhere
Yeah, surrounding the
until they
Yes.
finally move.
yeah. Good times. But yeah, but pretty much exactly that. It's just like they look at games like what's a game with lots of mini games in it that was actually fun?
The Yakuza series.
Yeah,
Yakuza's
they
weird.
look at
Yeah.
Yakuza and go, people like Yakuza because of the mini games. So we're gonna put mini games galore into our
that
game.
is not
And by
why
putting
people
all
like
of the
Yakuza.
mini games into our game, it's like more game inside of the game.
People like
Also,
the Yakuza minigames because they
some
actually exist
people,
in Japan, and also it's really funny.
yeah,
Watching
well,
the
some
Dragon
people
Effect.
actually, some people actually do like the mini games. Yeah, like some people like I'm
I
only playing
actually
this
do
game
like the
because
minigames, yeah.
like these 3 mini games are super hype.
I fucking hate claw games. I don't know why they're in the game. I know why they're in the game. Fuck you. Also, fuck Mahjong. I never want to play Mahjong again.
True.
You brought it on yourself, man. Technically, optional game. It was an
Mm,
optional mini game,
yes, but it's there.
but it was
Uh,
optional.
I also didn't finish it because I got fucking sick of the AI cheating.
True.
Yeah,
Why
I
did
don't know how to
why
tell
the
you
A-
this.
The
The
AI,
AI
cheats
will
so
always
fucking
cheat.
hard. Why
yeah,
does
you
it
know,
cheat so hard?
I appreciate that my group of friends really likes playing kart racers, because they'll sometimes do them at Hangouts, and I'm always reminded like this is why I stopped playing racing games, because if you can't design an AI that can win without rubber banding, it's a shit game as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned. I don't care how good the
Yeah.
game is.
Yep.
It's going to
Yeah.
go from a 10 out of 10 down to a 4 out of 10 just because if you feel the need to include rubber banding to make the AI hard, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially recent, like any game made in the last 3 years, because Smash Bros. Ultimate was like, hey, so we did a lot of tweaking with the AI and we brought in professionals who make their living off of running tournament circuits that we don't approve of, but will acknowledge their skill. A level 9 in Smash Ultimate is terrifying. It also proved that you can make a human-like AI that doesn't need to rely on cheating to kick the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, what the fuck is this? Why have I been
I'm sure it's
summoned?
nothing to worry about. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
I see. I will be saving this for later. I was summoned because people were posting art of characters I enjoy. But anyway.
Oh no, they're
That's why I like
they-
Burnout.
amazing
I liked
posts on that.
Burnout so much because of that, where it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, oh, you know, wow, they're winning, smash his car into them. Not for long, haha.
Yeah, honestly, Burnout might have been the most honest racing game I've ever gotten to play. Because, like, oh, I
Yeah.
see the enemy cars rubber banding behind me, and right as I get beside you, boost slam them into the fucking wall.
Yeah, yeah.
I see
Good
you're cheating
shit.
and counter you with more cheating.
I see you're cheating and counter you with die. Perish. Be gone. But yeah, so that is
God, those
be
are such
what it
good
be.
games.
Speaking of games, you know what? In honor of Legend of Zelda's live action leaks, let's read.
I will say now granted it's stills, but like compared to like when we got stills for like Teen Titans, I'm not immediately giving up hope.
Yeah, it's fair.
Giving up
Like
hope of what?
like it being any good. Like right, we got the leaked set photos from
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Teen Titans, and they were terrible.
Oh, those
right?
were
We got
terrible,
leaked
yeah.
set photos for this, and it's like, all right, Link looks like Link, Zelda looks like Zelda. All right, you've passed step 1, boys.
Don't worry,
One,
they have more than
ignore-
enough time to choke.
Oh gosh, I know.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm just not a fan of live action games. It's like I realize converting games into movies is a hard thing to do for pretty much anyone because they're retarded and they don't understand video games. I don't know how this crossover exists, but it does.
I was disappointed to learn that apparently there was an Until Dawn live action adaptation. And of all the video games to get an adaptation, you pick Until Dawn?
But yeah, so it never turns out good. Like the Warcraft movie. Why did they not let the animation team of Blizzard make the Warcraft movie?
Okay.
That's what people were asking for.
Yes, but here's the thing. That was not the Warcraft movie's problem. Like, all things considered, the special effects are fine, the acting was fine. The thing that sunk the Warcraft movie was they're like, cool, we're gonna fit games 1 and 2 and part of 3, and we're gonna smash them together into one plot. Why?
Just fuck you. That's why.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I've said it before. They could have just done 1, or they could have just done right. If you wanted to skip right to 2, I will be frank. There's so little story in 1 that you could have just jumped straight to 2 with Thrall being Orc Jesus. You really
Yeah,
could have
like,
just done that.
You didn't have to do the whole introduction. I mean, frankly, again, this is what I'm saying here. It doesn't make any fucking sense because I'm gonna go and say it. 80% of World of Warcraft's audience started with Warcraft 3. If they started with Warcraft RTS at all. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
but like again, like to your point, right? You could have done the little flashback scene, right? You could have had your nifty little flashback scene of Gul'dan tricking the orcs into going through the portal, and then show, ooh, look, evil necromancy magic. Okay, sure, fine, whatever, and then kick straight into the plot of 2.
yeah. Yeah. Or, you could have had, like, an opening, like, a really interesting kind of action-y opening of the first 15 minutes or something, first 10 minutes, being, like, this, like, kind of flashbacky, scene-skipping thing of, like, they drink the blood, Gul'dan, they build the portal, slaughter, they come through the portal, fight the humans, lose, explosions, dragons, and then Thrall wakes up,
Yeah.
in the slave camp, and he's like, well, I must save my people.
Thrall wakes up and goes, I must become Orc Jesus.
Yeah, like, you could have just skipped through all of it, because, frankly, I mean, Warcraft 1 and 2 were okay. There wasn't a lot of plot going on.
Products of their time, one might say.
Yeah, absolutely. But Warcraft 3
Yeah,
had so much fucking story going on. Everyone was invested. But it's just, like, Blizzard, back in the day, did such a great job of telling a story in a way where you were just there for it. You were just there for it. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You don't know why this orc is like, I must save my people. You had no idea the plot of the first 2 games beyond the little tidbits they sprinkled throughout the story. And those tidbits were enough, and you're just like, I'm still here for it. Let's go. Like, all 4 campaigns were great, and it is just fucking baffling to me that none of that was used to make the movie. And,
yeah, none of it.
And the movie was made, and the reason why I bring up the animation team is the movie was made because for the longest time, the fans had been clamoring for a movie because the animations that World of Warcraft produced back in the day were so fucking good.
And let's be clear, not just Warcraft.
StarCraft 2.
Not just Warcraft, right? You had StarCraft, you had StarCraft 2. Like, listen, the scenes with Kerrigan are still fantastic to this day.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
the scene
100%.
where Manx, like, listen, it was a combination of good voice acting, a real story, and then, when needed, very good cutscenes to carry it home, right? The scene where Octurisk Manx betrays you and specifically leaves Kerrigan out to dry, it's a great scene.
Yes.
Like, there's so many little touches they do to show you that, oh yeah, Kerrigan is fucked.
As someone who's never played WoW, Warcraft wasn't a terrible movie, but it was a terrible WoW movie from what I've heard people say. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Is you shouldn't be making the movie for you kill. They shouldn't be making the movie for people that don't play Warcraft. They should be making the movie for the Warcraft players, and if it just so happens to get more than that watching it, great. But really, fuck everyone else.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just so fucking sick of all of this wider audience, megalithic audience bullshit.
Yep.
It's just, it's like people forgot that video games are based off of real games, and not everyone likes every fucking game.
Yeah.
This doesn't explicitly have to be made just for you or to include you
Well, it's not even to include you. It's people, some people
or
like
with you in
Monopoly.
mind.
Some people like Traders of Catan. Some people like chess. Some people like dominoes. Some people like backgammon. Sometimes those circles overlap, but they don't always overlap. Just like with game genres, not everyone enjoys Stardew Valley. Not everyone enjoys Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but they're wrong.
Not everyone enjoys Nomura's Wild Ride, and they're wrong.
True. Not everyone enjoys Metal Gear. Not everyone enjoys Splinter Cell type games. Not everyone enjoys Metroidvanias. And I'm one of those people. Don't get me wrong. The games are fun. I'm just dog shit at them. So I don't like playing games I'm exceptionally dog shit at. That's just how it is. Elden Ring's different. The FromSoft games are a little bit different. It's a different thing. I'm dog shit on purpose.
Oh,
That's
it's
definitely what it is.
intentional.
That's definitely
Well,
what it is.
No,
You're
it's
being retarded on purpose.
no. I know I could have beat Elden Ring by just doing what everyone else did and going Golden Halberd, Faith, heavy armor, shield, strength build. Right? I could have easily, done double super heavy weapon build. I could have easily beaten the game
Sure.
using all the various just ways to make the game easy. I'm just obsessed with throwing fireballs. I really like shooting beams of energy.
Well, yes, but what do you mean you didn't beat the game by throwing fireballs? It's easy. It's the easiest way of beating the game, Sneaky.
No, Sign, you are objectively incorrect. The easiest way of beating the game is double great weapons with bleed and bloodhound step.
Yeah, and strength.
Yeah. Or
No.
Rivers of Blood or something like
No,
that.
no.
It's specifically double great weapons with bleed because that explicitly has way more bleed than anything else.
It's
because
a
it scales
ludicrous
off the
level of
damage.
bleed. It's a ludicrous level of stagger. You do ludicrous
thought-
levels of damage. It's absurd. You overhead
so-
jump with
I
the
thought
two heavy
Rivers was
weapons.
explicitly
Okay, so
the highest bleed.
Sign, you need to understand, these guys played with me, and that's the only build I rocked, and I was consistently out DPSing them, except for Sneaky, because Sneaky's insane and went all in on Glass Cannon.
Also, Sign, while
Well,
Rivers
who
of
doesn't-
Blood does technically have the highest bleed of anything in the game, however,
It doesn't have the stagger.
weapon. A, it doesn't have the stagger, but B, a great weapon is not very far behind it.
Yeah.
Specifically, right, you have to take a great weapon and give it the bleed enhancement because Rivers of Blood is 50 bleed. And a great sword with bleed.
Before they nerf, I don't know what it is now, but I remember back when I was originally playing it, it was like a great, one of the best, great weapons to use had a bleed enhancement of like 130 or something. It was fucking ludicrous.
Wow.
I don't
hang
know.
on.
I just know why I ignored meta because Big Stick go bonk.
Yes, yes.
Big stick go bonk. Yes.
Yes, the drumstick. Yeah. It was crazy.
No, not the drumstick, just Big Stick in general.
No. Aura is
sometimes
saying
the big stick with a
drumstick
giant
in
hammer.
response to me saying the
Oh,
crazy high
the
bleed.
DLC, the DLC weapon, right? God, that thing was weird.
Yeah. But no, like even in the base game, the great weapons had ludicrously high bleed because of the scaling. But I always make the games hard. Like in Dark Souls 1, I made the game harder for myself by hyper-focusing on sorceries and pyromancies. In Dark Souls 2, I did the same thing, but I didn't like Dark Souls 2, so no one cares. At Dark Souls 3, both Atin and Max played the shit out of the game with me in Dark Souls 3, and they can both attest.
Well,
I fucking hyper-focused in
no.
that one, too.
I wasn't there for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I
but
thought
I
I played
was.
with you,
I
though.
was on PS. We tried to do
We tried to play, yes,
a
with the
themed
Ruby
run.
play. Yeah.
Part of what killed it was everyone was like, yeah, let's do a fresh wipe, and you're like, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna
Well,
keep
it's
you
because
safe.
the scythe
Yeah,
doesn't
fuck
pop up
wiping.
until late in the game.
Anyway,
None of our
Um,
weapons
al-
did except for the katana.
yeah. Also, sign just to be clear, Rivers of Blood at max level is 57 bleed.
Well, you can be
However-
wrong, Phil.
However, sign any of the 4 upgradable great swords. The ultra great swords, I should be clear, right?
Yeah, the hyper specialized ones.
Yeah, sign those have
Yeah.
like 200 bleed.
Yeah, it's
Oh
ludicrous.
no, I'm sorry. It's 111 bleed for any of the like upgradable
I
great swords.
thought the thing with Rivers was
No.
that it could stack, and it did so fast because of the
Everything stacked. The
attack
only reason
speed.
Everything stacks, but the thing is with the ultra great weapons is you had 2, which means every time you slapped someone, you were doing basically a
230.
Damage.
well, no, it was
I mean,
basically
so
a
Atin,
full bar.
I think
And
it's
what
worth
you
pointing
did
out.
was you jumped.
Double Ultra Bleed was not the meta. Moonveil and Rivers of Blood were. It was speed,
Yep.
dex, all the things that ruled in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 PvP, which is usually dex weapons, is what ruled in Elden Ring for PvP as well.
No, we're not
Well, I
talking
wasn't
about
talking about
PvP.
PvP. I was just
We're
talking
about boss
dealing
killing.
damage to the boss. Like
Yeah, and
dealing
it was still
damage
those
to a-
two because there was that still remained the meta. What was most effective in PvP oftentimes worked great against bosses. You guys ran with me, who's insane, and just got used to the boss patterns. And then I got Bloodhound stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Then I got to be German with 2 stone hammers.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Like you're looking at this from a very biased point of view of however many 60
No,
plus hours.
I'm looking at it from a very biased point of view of having watched countless videos online of people talking about how ludicrous the double super heavy greatsword build was, and then them demonstrating the sheer level of damage you could output in one single attack with it. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
fucking shit.
Because the thing was, Max had the meta before it was the genuinely Max had the meta before it was the meta because all you have to do is you do you do a jump and you immediately press R2 to do the double slam. Bam. Massive stagger, massive bleed. You've almost certainly filled up their bleed bar and done a bunch of damage, which is also going to stagger them. And then you just loop it and loop it and loop it and loop it and loop it. And hey, the boss is dead.
Yeah, it was ludicrous. But point being is that not everyone plays those games. Not everyone enjoys them. Not everyone, goes, home at night and goes, "Boy, I can't wait to get on the Dota 2 or Europa Universalis 5 or, Alien Isolation." And the fact that these movies were going out and they were like, yes, we want to propagate to the largest audience possible. So we're going to be an action, adventure, family, love story, romance, horror.
Found family.
Found family, yeah. We're just going to throw every genre into the pot. Again, fan fiction style. The retarded fan fiction style of I'm just going to shove everything in here that I ever wanted.
Which is really funny when you think about it, given how many people fucking joke. You could just play Dota 2, and there's just way more people doing that shit.
Yes.
There are more people playing Dota 2 than most of the shit.
And then there was Alien Isolation came in and said, hold my fucking beer.
Yeah. But it's just like the reason why we focused on shit in the past is because it works. The reason why Silk Song has such a fanatical audience is
Cult
in
following.
part. It is
Literal
in part.
cult following.
Yeah, literal cult following, yes. But it's got that following because the first game was really well made. Why was it really well made? It's because they made it to be the perfect Metroidvania. They didn't make it to be the perfect Metroidvania, but also a little bit of Stardew, but also there's a bunch of mini games, but also you took out a gun at one point and it was just an FPS. You know, like they didn't try and jam every single genre into the fucking game and make it into a 100 gajillion dollar production to follow all the latest trends, and so you could buy hollow points so you could pull for a better rarity weapon. You know, like
They just want to make a good game.
they just wanted to make the best Metroidvania possible. And it worked. Funny enough, you do get a gun. I'm aware. I made that reference on purpose. Yes, you can choose between 3 guns. Yeah, I know. And in Silk Song, they expanded upon it. But point being is though, it has such a fanatical following because they chose their niche and were religious about staying to that niche.
Yeah.
As they should.
Yes, as they should. I mean, Star Sector. I don't even know what the fuck Star Sector is. I would not even be able to. Colony exploration, ship combat RTS simulator? I don't fucking know. But at the same time, as broad as Star Sector kind of paints, it's also really focused. Right? Like, it's really about the ship combat. That's what it's really about. Now, they've added a lot of snap-ins for mods, and they've added a lot more content for the planets overall, and they've added some story in as time goes on. They've upgraded the other mechanics of the game to give them more depth. But Star Sector is primarily about top-down RTS, ship-to-ship space combat. And that's really fucking cool. And they're really autistic about it. And so it, again, has a cult following. And what does everyone add? Ships. They add ships to the ship game.
Ships for the ship game.
Yeah.
Skulls for the Skull Throne.
And, it's like what happened with XCOM 2 versus XCOM 1. They tried to go for a wider audience. They tried to debase XCOM. And ultimately, the modding scene kind of just left it behind.
I'm going to say, playing base XCOM now is playing a much worse game than playing it modded. There are so many gameplay mods. There's, some really fucking good ones, too. If anyone wants to play XCOM 2, I definitely recommend don't play Long War your first fucking time. Obviously, play
No.
Suddenly.
Just don't play Long War. Just don't play Long War for XCOM 2.
Yeah.
It's garbage. Listen, if you
good.
want to play Long War, go play Long War for XCOM 1. That's a well-balanced, well-made mod that will still kick you in the teeth, but it is at least balanced. The XCOM 2 is already a tricky balance situation. The Long War devs just didn't hit it.
No, they did not. No, they did not.
Long War for the Chosen did definitely fix a few things comparatively.
Fix a few things, but the problem
that is a opinion.
The problem is actually the same problem, right? The Long War 2 tried to increase their scope in what they covered and what they added to the game, and it just kind of debased the mod. It reduced the total ability of the mod to function. There is a lot of things in Long War of the Chosen that is still not fun. They are mechanics that I don't like. And, I mean, quite frankly, the modding scene for XCOM 2 is way more dead than the modding scene for XCOM 1, even now.
Yeah.
It is. Long War Without the Chosen is fine. I enjoyed it. It was okay. Like, having played Long War 1, Long War 2, and Long War 2 War of the Chosen, and having beaten all three of them, Long War 1 was better. I didn't like this whole squad system they tried to introduce in Long War 2. Long War 2 of the Chosen kind of just, nerfed it. They kind of just pushed it to the behind the scenes. It was just kind of, they were just like, okay, well, we're not going to get rid of it because that would admit defeat, and so we're just going to, put this under the rug.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
of
was gonna say,
all the new
thank
shit
you,
popping up
whoever-
all the time in the workshop.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
For saying some people enjoy it. I understand if you don't. Whatever. But you know what? That's your opinion.
Yeah, sure. I'm just saying. Yes, people are still modding XCOM 2. I didn't say they aren't. I'm just saying they're not. I know more people who have talked about playing XCOM 1 now than have talked about playing XCOM 2.
That's fair. That's because a lot of people played XCOM 1 recently and they're just like, oh, this is very fun and I don't have to ultra mod it to play it well.
But
not
Nose, that's the point. That's
Yes,
why
no,
I'm saying
I
don't go
understand
playing.
that's the point.
Also, I've
Okay,
heard
let's stop
that
arguing.
a lot of people mod XCOM 2 way too
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
Yes.
look.
Yeah.
If you play base XCOM 2 or base War of the Chosen, those are fine. Are they perfect? No, but they're fine.
No, there is. Unfortunately, XCOM 2 is the game that goes, hey, you want to play it? You're going to have a worse time if you don't fucking mod the shit out of it. Fuck you.
Yes. Well, is what it is what it is, But, anyway, we're here to talk fan fiction. We're here to talk real fan fiction. We're here to talk Legend of Zelda crossovers.
Obviously,
Ugh.
Legend of Zelda Gundam, let's go.
No, fuck off.
Side,
I mean-
I'm saying that because obviously there's one.
Isn't that just
maybe?
Breath of the Wild?
Yes,
Tears of the Kingdom, you mean?
Tears of the
you
Kingdom.
mean.
I mean, both.
No, Breath of the Wild didn't give you the construction ability.
No, it didn't.
No.
But there was 4
No,
fucking
it didn't.
Gundams.
Yes, okay, there was 4 fucking Gundam. Well, there were Metal Gears, all right.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. They were Metal Gears.
You built your own Gundam in Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm not actually a big fan of the building mechanic.
Hold your tongue. The building mechanic was
alright.
great, especially
Again,
when you could build
I think it
Gundams
was
or
massively
attack
limited.
helicopters. Yeah,
I think it was just massively limited by the triple DRM that
Yeah.
they operate under.
it was.
So,
And they, from what I've heard, they had to turn the part limit down specifically because of that DRM and how it
Yeah.
ran so
Yeah.
poorly on the Switch. And if you could actually get a cracked copy on the PC and turn that limit off, sky's the limit. It ran perfectly.
Oh yeah, no. So there's the same problem with pretty much all the game. If you strip the DRM out of Scarlet and Violet, it runs much better. Now Scarlet and Violet's still a buggy piece of shit, but it's not.
But it's better.
It's not nearly as bad as it was. Three Houses is capable of achieving 60 FPS, even if it still looks like it's been dipped in a mud filter.
I hate the mud filter.
Yeah, Three
Yes,
Houses just
we
kind of
want to
has
make
that problem, unfortunate.
we want to make everything look more brown, right? That's how we make it more authentic, right? Make it brown.
That's why they flip flopped so hard on Fire Emblem Engage. They went from mud filter to crazy pastel clown filter.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, enough about Nintendo's dog shit practices and how they're probably going to get violated without lube by the US patent market. And let's talk more about how the fans are violating every hope and dream Nintendo could have ever had about having a clean, family-friendly fan fiction community.
Come on,
Yeah.
you expected Nintendo fans to be PG rated.
Legend
really?
of Zelda and Fire Emblem. There is no way that ends well. The
Oh, it will not.
It
adventures
ends with
of the
porn.
Rising Sun Company did not end with the defeat of Calamity Ganon. While Hyrule may have been saved from destruction, a hero's work is never done. And Femlink's compass points not
Oh,
north, but to where the world needs a hero and the land at war needs heroes most of all. A Yuri Yuri love story.
of course.
Of course. Author has written 8 stories, one for Total Drama, Legend of Zelda, Fire Emblem, Transformers, Mario, and Generator Rex. I want to say they're a guy.
Probably. Because of Generator Rex.
Yeah, literally, that was pretty much my defining. A rewrite of the series, How Sunday Muddy Sunday Should Have Ended. Yes, I think this is the guy. I think it's also like a pretty young guy. I mean, they joined in 2017. They're talking about Total Drama as their autistic focus at first. I'm gonna put them
Fuck is
at
Total Drama.
a really bad TV show that thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
funny when
gonna
you were a
put
kid. Now you
them.
just wonder why people are still interested in it.
They're gonna be about 18 right now. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, their first story is in 1,000-word Total Drama fix-it fic. And now they're writing Yuri Yuri at 18. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that timeline. I'm surprised girls don't fawn over Rex like they would over Gojo. I think that's because Generator Rex was just too much of a
Good game.
guy cartoon, and the
Good
culture
game.
hadn't
Cartoon.
changed. It's more acceptable for a girl to watch anime these days. It doesn't matter what the anime is, than it is for them to watch like Generator Rex still. I think culturally speaking.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just what it is. Let's see. Memories of the Lost Land, a Legend of Kotera Reborn fic. This is the V2 version of Legend of Kotera. Alright, so go ahead and mark off V2 and sign L. This is the version that will take more time. This story began with Kotera Killiard, a girl who find out she is descendant of ancient race must travel to Skyrim in order to lay rest that which is unable to rest in peace. I do not claim 2 mods will be based off as before.
Huh?
It's a fanfic of Legend of Zelda Elder Scrolls crossover featuring a self-insert female character who's super special and amazing, in which she
Ugh.
goes to Elder Scrolls and does a really important thing that's really important because it's important, and they're going to be including a bunch of mods in the narrative.
Do not put mods in your fan fiction. Oh my lord.
I'm going to be honest. I've actually seen quite a number of Skyrim stories try and put mods into the narrative, and I've never seen it work.
It's just not a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just kind of not. Yeah, no, it's just not.
Like, it doesn't matter how small or innocuous your mod is. Just don't.
I mean, if you do put it in, probably don't say you're putting a mod in to your story.
Yeah.
But Sneaky, like that, how do I say it? That defeats the whole point of putting the mod in. Like, if
Yeah,
you're putting
you
in
have
a mod,
to tell people.
but like that's right. The whole point is that you're putting in a mod, right? You're putting in the extra magic mod where you can make a bridge with magic or something, right? Like,
yeah.
you're putting that in because it's useful. So if you then just stick, a mod in there, if you then just go suddenly, I need to get across this, and I make a bridge with my magic because I am the dragon boy. Everybody's just like, what the fuck? That's not a spell. Oh, well, I put this mod in.
That
What
doesn't make sense.
what's
Fuck
kind
you.
of more annoying is that like it works. Like, how to put this? Elder Scrolls as a series as a whole is a series where if you understand the general gist of enough lore, you can kind of bullshit your way through, say, conjuring a bridge.
The foolish Nerevar, watch as I make a bridge with my mind. You can't do this, Nerevar? Go fuck yourself. I have him.
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. That fucking dig off the earth mod is so fucking dumb. I love it.
I think my favorite was the fact that the mod author knew a certain VTuber was going to play the
and they just
game
put in a whole fucking
and
thing
put
for it,
in
yeah.
no.
That was funny.
He put in a special whole dialogue tree for streamers who likely would just keep clicking everything.
Yeah.
But this specific VTuber, because he didn't make a special version of the mod for them. You can find this in their mod dialogue.
Yeah, it's just in the mod. And
If
he's
it
like,
detects
no,
a specific Steam ID, it has different dialogue because they specifically knew this VTuber was gonna play their game with this
I remember that
mod,
one.
and they wanted to punk the shit out of them. Oh, you're a VTuber. I bet you're a 35-year-old washed up hag. You probably made some sort of cat-based. The fucking VTuber's freaking out. It was a great clip.
Sometimes mod makers are okay in my book. Has anyone got clips for that?
That's floating around. I do not know the name of the VTuber. I just remember seeing the clip for it. Oh, it's doing that thing again. Let me see here if we can't fix the... We're going to Brazil. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Oh well, my fucking in Discord crashed, so I almost went to Brazil. I guess. Fuck me.
No, he changed the server to Brazil. Knows.
Oh.
Yes, I think this is it.
What the fuck?
Well, that won't load.
I have to back out.
Bless that guy.
2073.
What? Oh. But yeah, so anyway, I hate people like this who come into Skyrim and are like, I'm not going to learn any of the Skyrim lore, right? But at the same time, I am also going to make up bullshit that I didn't need to show off how retarded I am and how much I don't know about the series I am spending enough time to write a 200,000 word story for. Like, imagine writing 2 books on something you have no idea about. Like, that's a crazy idea to me. Like, that would be like if I just one day, you know, woke up and was like, Max, I am writing a book about massage therapy with needles, acupuncture. I'm gonna write I'm gonna write 3 books about acupuncture right now, and then I do it. Spend the next 4 years of my life doing it. And it's like at the end, what do I know about acupuncture? Still fucking nothing. I just made up a bunch of bullshit and published 3 books for it.
Yeah. This conversation will be followed by me saying, Sneaky, I gave you literally 200 resources to do your research the last 4 years. What do you mean you didn't look at them?
I didn't look at them. That'd be too much effort. You know, looking at research, reading, comprehending what I read.
This is why you don't play with Sneaky in a co-op game when it comes to strategy games. My man does not do research.
What kind of nerd are you?
Well, just fucking throw fire. I don't know what the problem is. Just keep throwing fire. Duh.
So true.
Author has written 3 stories. They created their account in 2019. Oh shit. Fellas. This author, they might be 18 years old. How do you feel about
Possibly.
that? They might be.
I don't feel great about that.
It feels odd.
I am creating this account to bring my projects online, which is randomly capitalized, of course. Though I would rather folks give some insight as to what they would like to see in the future. These projects, randomly capitalized, will consist of fan stories, randomly capitalized. Though, randomly capitalized. If people want originals, randomly capitalized. 2, I can more than well try, randomly capitalized, to do so. In terms of age recommendation in my work, it'll, randomly capitalized, be alright from teens and up. I will not get into complete, full caps, mature adult stories. Like complete adult themes, but at all some things would be more suited for adult language-wise is probably extent I would go. Yeah, no, they are 120% a fucking child.
Yeah, that's a zoomer.
I mean, what's the youngest zoomer these days?
Or an alpha, I'm sorry.
The youngest zoomer these days is actually 14 years old, I believe. Yeah. The youngest zoomer is around 14 years old. So they could still, they would definitely actually be a zoomer. You're right. That's crazy. I am not good at writing smut. I'm good at writing fantasy stories, randomly capitalized. As this story goes, you can contact me through private massage for me to answer any questions you may have if randomly capitalized. You have another preferred method of contacting me that I can get to faster. Feel free to PM me like Facebook, Discord tag name. Yes, I will contact this random person on the internet through my Facebook account.
No, especially not on fanfiction.
Totally, buddy. A Discord tag name, the name with the number BS, etc. If it's randomly capitalized, really important. To contact me, randomly capitalized, please get a hold of me about method that will randomly capitalized give me active notifications and I can get back to you much sooner. Do not PM me. He fell for it. Do not PM me with authors of making comics or cover art or voiceovers or anything like that. Bro fucking fell for it. He thought they were real.
They always do.
I can imagine some boomer sending him a well-worded letter on Facebook telling him his story was shit.
Oof.
Dang,
Yeah.
okay.
No soliciting. Yes, because everyone who's going to solicit you is actually going to read your entire author profile first before they solicit you.
Of course.
Right.
Obviously. Yeah. Did you know if you put a sign up that says no guns, the criminals go, "Oh, man!" And they turn around and
I
leave.
have to leave my gun at the door.
Yeah. Do you guys know criminals commit crimes?
Criminals can't commit crimes if you put up a sign saying no crimes allowed.
You have to say it
Criminal, no
3
crimes.
times, though. It has to be
Criminal, no
3
crimes.
signs.
Now,
Criminal, no
no,
crimes.
sign.
Thank
See,
you,
sign.
Noah.
I did, in fact, put up a no criminals sign. I just made sure that the postscript of the sign said enforced by Twitchy Auto Turret.
You know, it's really weird. I put up a no
Nice.
criminal sign at work, and for some reason, no one showed up that day.
I'd like you to meet my new auto turret, Twitchy.
I look at
could you
those
name it
offers the
something
same
else?
way I look at hacking scams. No offense. If I wanted art done, I would go to them.
Oof.
He's so close.
Bro is so close.
And so
He's
far.
so close to getting it.
Holy shit. The following section is for periodic updates. There is nothing here.
No updates. Really, bro?
No updates.
You didn't
Okay,
update, bro?
everything's going well in Authorland then. Good for him.
There we go.
So his
Must be.
original story is Legend of Kotera, which is the original Elder Scrolls Legend of Zelda story, which sits at 10 chapters with 30k words. The V2 sits at 20 chapters and 200k words, so bro kind of popped off, to be honest. But his summary of the original is this story, randomly capitalized, is currently randomly capitalized, not its true form. You may enjoy this start, but randomly capitalized, all caps, please. Go to my other
Boy, this is
version of
weird.
it.
This man's grasp of grammar is very odd.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
very poor.
Yes. Let's make this text a little bit bigger here, a little bit smaller. This is remake. Most of entire story will be different, randomly capitalized. This start takes place in Cyrodiil and does not leave it. The mod creators Ozzy Dark FM and Jay Khalidi own the mods that brought this story into existence. If not for the Temple of Time and Relics of Hyrule mods, this story would have never been written. Oh, God. Someone strike this down. Someone strike this man down with lightning or smite or something, please. Please. I beg of you. Very dark story that fueled my playthrough of the mod. I want to find it all and read no matter how enraged I felt that something so beloved to me was destroyed in another universe. Bro, it's a fucking video game. So apparently the Relics of Hyrule mod, what I'm getting from the context clues here, is that the lore theming of the mod is that Hyrule is actually a ancient nation in Skyrim, or that is to say Elder Scrolls, and that the reason why the relics from Hyrule are showing up and are collectible is because they're just being dug up because they were there all along from the start.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And the author is saying that they really love the mod, even if the mod made them angry because of the lore idea that Hyrule finally collapsed at some point, and that's why there's these relics everywhere. Yeah. Long story short, the first version is discontinued, though I will keep it around. I bullshit rushed a lot of it, and I regret a lot of those decisions, but they helped me write this version of the story, as the goal of writing a fan story is to grow as a writer. Well, damn, he figured that one out.
Really? Author, you don't say. The goal is to get better.
Ganon and Dagoth getting caught on Altmerstein's island. Yes.
Nerva, I have something to tell you. I need you to remove these files that were found on my computer. No, don't ask where they came from.
God damn it.
I don't own the rights to Elder Scrolls. I'm just a man. No shit. Alright, so let's scan here for any sort of grammar errors or AI blatant usage. Okay, well, they're using a semicolon already, so they're either retarded or they have a robot writing it. Lately, dreams have been repeating themselves. The same thing would happen every night. I would wander afield, and then someone
Kingdom
would
Hearts
stab
intro.
me. 3 triangles stood before me. Yeah, so it sounds like he's ripping off Kingdom Hearts to write a story about adventuring in Cyrodiil to collect the Triforce relics. And then Professor Oak shows up to give him his Digimon for his dual deck.
No. Oh. 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 Mm. Live long and prosper, Harry, said Gandalf.
Yes. Calmly.
Yes.
They have to take the golden Pokeball to Mordor.
I hate that. Ooh, I hate that.
It's because the Pelicans were busy transporting John Halo to go fight the bugs.
Okay, why are
Shut
you
your
like?
mouth.
Shut up.
No. Make me. Bitch. So, I mean, the
Just say to
dialogue...
make it worse.
True. So far, the grammar isn't terrible. They seem to think that they're writing a essay instead of writing a narrative work, but, you know, live with what you got. Okay, so go ahead and mark off bad grammar. They have 2 separate characters with dialogue in the same paragraph. And
Because of course they do.
not just a simple, hey, how you doing? He asked, I replied, blah, blah, blah. No. This is a full multi-sentence, back and forth, single paragraph dialogue. Wow. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Right, so let's see here. We can check that off. We can check V2 off. We can check... let's see here. Wall of text if you want, and then bad grammar if you have it as well. Let's see here. Anything else going on in here? Yep, just more bad grammar, more bad grammar. Somehow they're fucking up in new ways I didn't realize was possible.
Somehow.
I mean, whew. The chapter's long, but it's dog shit. You saying, Max?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, you said
that was
somehow.
me. I said somehow.
Oh. Let's see what else we got here. We got Legend of Zelda SCP. I think we already saw this one previously. We got Skyward Ninja. Yep, we saw this one previously as well. Wow, this this is all stuff we saw previously. Damn, this section's fucking dead. Yeah, updated October 29th. God damn. Damn. This section's dead. Alright, Naruto, save us. Actually, you know what? No, let's go with
Naruto
Bleach.
can't save you.
We'll close out the night on Bleach. Okay, Bleach. Give us your best shot. Oh yeah, what's up with fucking Naruto, Boruto being like a man whore now? Like wearing makeup and shit. Like what the fuck's going on with that?
Huh?
So
the artist for the manga has been doing that style for a while, literally since chapter 1. I don't really know what their obsession is with avant-garde fashion for character designs. I'm getting sick of it.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I
I'm
don't
not a
think it
huge
looks
fan of
very
it.
good.
No, it looks like
Their
a
art
JoJo
style,
series.
the way they do lines and coloring, and shadows, I love that. I just don't like the designs they do.
Can you draw men? Nah, I can't draw men. Jack can draw men. Jack! Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, that was a good one.
Shadows Withal. As lieutenant of Squad 2, Kiara Yamada has dedicated her life to protecting the Soul Society from threats. But when she's subjected to experiments that lead her to be cast out from the very place she swore to defend, Kiara must learn where her loyalties lie and if it's worth destroying herself to protect everyone she loves. Okay, so, first off, cringe. Why is it cringe, you might ask? Well, it's simple. Men don't have to learn that.
No.
This is a story about a female OC dating the male character of their choice, learning something that men already knew from birth.
Hmm. Hmm.
Indeed.
Huh.
I have finally done it. This is a V2. Wow, everyone's popping out the V2s these days. This is something I've been wanting to write for years now, and NaNoWriMo has helped me started working on it again. I intend this project to be a longer, more in-depth version of my previous story. Since my attempts at writing a sequel to the original story kept falling apart, I decided to V2 the original story instead. And maybe there'll be a cheeky Tubi in the future. Tubi.
Oh.
What the fuck does that mean?
Version.
TYBW? Oh, Thousand Year Blood War.
Uh.
Oh, they're actually shortening it to that, huh?
Yeah. Wow. You can tell the author is a woman. You can really tell the author is a woman. Now, you might be saying, Sneaky, are
Really?
you just being sexist again? The answer is no. Not this time.
No, not this time.
No, no. So the story, this is how the story opens up. Give up, bitch. You can't take us all, the leader of the 5 men that surrounded her said.
Ah. Somebody's gonna girl bossily.
Someone's about to girl bossily all over the girl bossing.
Okay.
Each one wore a standard uniform of the Shinigami they were supposed to represent, but a week of being on the run left them looking ragged. Kiara, on the other hand, was really cute right now with a sleeveless caseoed and a skirt, showing off her extremely toned muscles.
Yeah, female author. Jesus, female author.
Yeah, it's Sneaky added 3 words there. So
Really? What 3 words did he add?
Feeling cute.
it's like a wild fucking guess, sign. You're really helping yourself with those high int claims of yours, aren't you?
If this was AO3 and those words were spoken, this story would be going in a very different direction.
Ooh.
Yes, the mythical M/M/M/M/M/M/F story. With her long black hair and big blue eyes. Oh, God. Kiara might have been considered pretty if it wasn't for the scar across her nose.
Oh,
You
please. That is the most cosmetic damage at most.
Well, I mean, also at the same time, I mean, bring forth a man that wouldn't go hot,
Yep. Or just wife.
and I will show you a liar.
Yep. Or homosexual. Either.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's Kiara, my blah blah blah. Wrapped around Kiara's left arm was her lieutenant armband depicting both her squad and a flower insignia. Her fingertips were drumming against it as she kept her arms folded. "What's the matter?" one large man sniggered. "If you surrender now, we might let you live for a while."
Translation. We're totally gonna essay you.
Yeah, we're gonna rape you. That's the translation. Is we're gonna rape you. If you surrender
Yes.
now, instead of killing you, we're gonna rape you to death. Wow, that's such a convincing argument.
I missed anything interesting in the 10 minutes I was gone for dinner?
We're gonna rape you to
Female
death.
author syndrome. Because, wouldn't be a female author without mentioning that at some point.
Like, we couldn't even get
Oh, no, this
two
is
paragraphs in before we already
I mean,
have
look,
mentions.
I'll point you to Nose's Tyrannid thing.
Yeah, is it fake? That has to be fake, right? Tell me somebody just
It's
faked
a fucking
that.
meme. Of course it's no. That is not real. I picked it
You-
up because I thought it was.
Okay,
There's
okay,
reasonable doubt there.
I really don't know how to tell you this, guys. There's a place called Kindle Vella.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's
I've
real.
seen it.
Even if that specific story isn't technically real, it's still real.
Yeah.
Someone's written something like it somewhere. He billionaired vampirely across the room.
God damn it.
Yeah, haha, we're gonna rape you, agreed another. You're disgusting. Just as long as you don't let her live too long, these lapdogs need to be put down. Finally, her frustration boiled over and she groaned. She dropped her head back to glare at the sky with her amethyst blue eyes. No, I'm just kidding.
Amethyst is purple.
I just included that in there.
No, amethyst is bright pink.
It's just blue eyes. She's just really stuck on the fact that her character has these really blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
She's got
it's
really
blue
eyes.
Wait. Sneaky. Is her hair blonde?
No, it's black.
All right. So we don't get to fill in the Naruto chart.
No, we don't get to fill in the Naruto chart.
I mean the accidental German chart.
Oh, the Aryan chart, yes.
Yes. Her piercing gaze caused shivers to run down their spine. But to his credit, he held his gaze. Finally surrendering, he asked. Instead of replying, Kiara smiled. And the next thing they knew, she killed them all.
Did you really? Did you change something there, Sneaky?
I mean, yeah, I'm basically summarizing the fight where she totally kicks the shit out of them because they run at her one at a time, and she beats them up
Okay.
female girl boss style. Um, but they chased her for a whole week, and only now she's like, okay, now I'm gonna fight you, and then she just one shots them. Like she's literally just one shotting them one at a time.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
If you're gonna ditch your house arrest and leave the Goaty 13, make sure you have some level of strength. You lapdogs are all the same. Eat shit. How long did it take you to go on the offense without backup? I gave my team time to catch up. I followed all the protocols. How long? About a minute. Next time, give it to. Yes, ma'am. She cheekily saluted, girl bossing Lee. Blah 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 blah. I'm so awesome. I'm so amazing. Look at my skirt. Oh, if I don't wear a skirt, then how will I sexually attract half of the men here?
Maybe don't do that, and instead focus on improving your, martial
Yoriichi
abilities.
laughed and said, well,
No.
save some for me to sexually attract. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Cookies, blah, crumbs. I have to train some slackers now. Not even hello. Nope. You're a pain in the ass, aren't you? What do you mean? Blah, blah, blah. Frustrations, sex, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Goading her, blah, blah, blah. Homework time, shun pose everywhere. She's so awesome and girl bossing Lee. She's about to apologize to the person she just ran into, but instead, once she saw it was Shinji, she started degrading him and insulting him.
Yes, because that's something you should definitely do.
Yeah.
And then he goes, wow, do you get whiplash with mood swings like that? Totally deserved. You're the one that walked into me, so fuck off. Um, and she's like, Ree! And she starts glowing. Don't call me princess, she hissed. Or what? Your spatial awareness sucks, princess. I doubt you could hit water falling out of a boat. That's pretty funny. And then moved his head to the side as she totally missed him because she tried to punch him. Blah blah blah. She knew she'd be able to get away with a couple of punches, but anything more than that he would consider seriously attacking. Stay the hell out of my way, dumbass. Swearing isn't cute. I'm not trying to be cute for a creep like you. Then why are you wearing that skirt? I mean, I don't know, guys. The author's pretty single-handedly destroying their own character here. I don't know. Are we
It's not
supposed
even really
to?
having to try.
Yeah, are we supposed to be rooting for the main character still or something? I'm really confused here.
I'm rooting for the villain.
True. Blah blah blah, no one
Seems
gives
fair.
a shit. Blah blah blah, no one gives 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 a shit. She knows everyone, she's friends with everyone, everyone knows her. She's a really cool girl bossingly girl boss. Um Have care, Kiara, her Zanpakuto spirit told her. Air of peace is deceptive and the perfect hiding
Wait,
spot
I just want
for
to point
chaos.
out they call themselves Kiara, so I am correct in hating Kiara.
True.
Yeah, that's definitely how that works.
Kiara snorted
Yes,
at the
I'll-
warning from her Zanpakuto spirit. Trust you to give me an ominous warning when I get drunk. Yeah, wow, that was
Subtle
such a
Kiara
riveting
hater.
fucking chapter.
I'm not pretending to be subtle, though.
Yeah, I don't know, man. To be fair, we've seen plenty of stories with male authors who were like, oh yeah, my first chapter is going to be how large my character's dick is and how amazing they are and how when they flex, the light itself reflects off of their pecs and blinds everyone who can see it. Gives sight back to the blind just so they can be blinded by the
just
sight
so
of
they
their
can see
pecs.
that one moment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that guy authors are any better, but it's just like, at least I can be like, he's just thinking with his dick. I think that's what the thing is for me. It's like, okay, well, the guy author's just thinking with his dick. He just wants to, he just wants to peacock around and be like, yeah, look how cool I am. Look how cool my character is. My character's so awesome and cool. And then when it comes to female authors, it's just like, oh, I'm so strong and amazing, and I'm good at all of these talents, and I make tons of money, and everyone loves me. It's like, okay. And?
Yeah, real convincing.
Yep, so we're dealing with a Hallmark pro tag. Good to know.
True, basically, yeah, true. But, yeah, so you know what? I think we can end this here, gentlemen. I think we kind of,
Look, nothing here
yeah.
was even, like, bad funny. It was just bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, a self-insert OC son of Unahara Retsu. Oh, see this shit is the reason. Like, like yeah, this is such a guy fic. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a child of someone super important, and they're gonna care about me. It's like, whew. Bro, you're dealing psychic damage to people the more you write.
You're dealing psychic damage to yourself, brother.
My fan fiction is I'm gonna be born to a family that cares about me, and I'm gonna be really cool, and people are gonna like me.
Oh dear.
That's emotional damage.
Yeah, it's
That's
like, yeah,
rough,
buddy.
buddy.
Yeah, that's rough.
Man doesn't realize how sad he is until he journals it.
Yeah. But anyway, that's to be explored. Hopefully never. But of course, obviously, it goes without saying. The Game Awards are bullshit. Everyone knows they're rigged as fuck.
Obviously.
And there is
But we might-
always more.